The UPSC CSE Prelims 2025 results are out, and maybe your name was not there in the list. You must have checked the result PDF again and again. You must have typed your hall ticket number again and again just to ensure that you're not mistyping it. But still, you could not find your number in the list. At this point of time, there could be a lot of emotions in you: disbelief, frustration, fear, dejection, coupled with a number of questions going on in your mind. Most important being, what answer should I give to my parents? What should I tell my friends, my peers? What will people think of me? Did I waste my time preparing for this exam? Should I continue my preparation? Where do I start? What do I do? So there will be a lot of confusion and chaos in your mind. But let me tell you, pause for a minute. Tell your mind to hold its thoughts. Tell yourself that failure is not the end of the journey. Failure is the stepping stone for success. It is very, very important to understand that not clearing prelims does not mean you are a failure. Do you know there are a number of toppers who actually did not clear prelims in their first, second, third attempts? In my journey as a teacher, I've come across a number of aspirants who could make it in their fifth attempt, in their sixth attempt, who took almost 3 to 4 attempts only to clear prelims. So please remember, not clearing prelims does not make you any less capable of cracking the UPSC CSE exam. Understanding this is very, very important. Now, how do we get out of this situation? How do we go about with this? See, objectivity is something which is very important in life. And now, if you have failed in the exam, it is important to sit down and understand why you have failed. But for you to collect your thoughts and bring yourself to sit down and objectively review your preparation, it is more important that you charge yourself emotionally. Each of you, when you started your journey for preparing for civil services, I'm sure there should have been something that would have inspired you to do it. It could be your parents' dream. It could be your dream to serve the society. It could be to improve your social status. It could be to get into power, get into a position where you can make a difference. So there are a number of reasons why we all wanted to get into civil services. Way back when I attempted, I had only one attempt. I wanted to give that attempt for 2 reasons. One was, my dad wanted it. He always wanted me to be in a good position in government. One was that. And the second, more important reason is, when I weighed the different options that I had, I was already a very successful event manager by then. When I weighed all the options, I felt that civil services is one platform that allows you to bring about a change in people's life. Even if you are the richest man in this country, even if you do a lot of charity in terms of money, the change a civil servant can bring in people's life is phenomenal. And you don't have to do anything extra. You just have to do what you're supposed to do. Do your job properly, do your job correctly, according to the rules and regulations. You can bring about a massive change in people's lives. And we've seen a lot of civil servants setting examples. So that was my motivation in giving this exam. Likewise, many people have their own motivation. A lot of girls want to give this exam because they want to prove to the world they are capable. So firstly, sit down and think about why you wanted to give this exam. Because unless you stabilize your mind, unless you stabilize your emotions, it will be very, very difficult to restart your preparation. So the first step towards this is to sit down and talk to yourself. Talking to yourself, understanding your emotions, acknowledging them, trying to address what you're feeling is very, very important to get out of this depression-like situation of not clearing prelims. Once you're able to do it, the next thing that you have to do is sit down and understand where could you have gone wrong. Probabilities are many, but the most important probabilities are firstly, do you lack conceptual clarity in GS? If you're not conceptually clear, if your preparation has been shallow, it lacked depth, clearing general studies is very difficult. So getting a conceptual clarity, a depth in the subject is important to clear GS. Did you do your CSAT properly? Have you neglected your CSAT? Because in many cases, they would have done GS very well, but CSAT would have literally failed them. So, understanding how your preparation in CSAT is important. The third important point is, please see whether your preparation was holistic. Did you complete all areas? You cannot be perfect in one subject and not know another subject. So holistic preparation is very, very important. Once you understand where you had gaps in your preparation, this is the time when you actually sit down to think, how you need restart your preparation. See, remember, when you fail in your prelims, the difference between your last attempt and the next attempt is you are more wiser, you are more practical, you are more objective in your approach, because you know where you could have probably gone wrong, and now your focus will be on working. Now, if at all working on these negativities, if at all you're ready to start your preparation, then trust me, you should start with your mains. Prelims is not where you should begin. You have 11 months to go for prelims. The first 6 months, focus on your mains. Mains is extremely important. Covering the entire main syllabus, doing answer writing practice is crucial to understand and get conceptual clarity. So start your preparation for mains. Begin with the subject you are comfortable with, along with the subject you are not comfortable with. Start taking baby steps towards answer writing. Be more focused. Have a journal, a book, a diary where you are tracking your preparation on a daily basis. The date every day in the night before you go to bed. Put down what all you have studied for today and what you're going to do for tomorrow. Next day, check whether you have completed what the tasks you've assigned for yourself the next day. Please remember, be practical in your preparation. Don't sway to this idea that you have to prepare for 13, 14, 15 hours a day, because it is practically, humanly not possible to sit down and prepare for 14, 15 hours a day. Be objective. See, it is not about the quantity of time you're spending in preparation, it is the quality of work that you're doing in your preparation. Quality matters the most in UPSC. So please start preparing for your mains. This is the first thing that you have to do. Please start focusing on answer writing. Even if you have not done answer writing any time, this is the right time to begin. And there is nothing like I need to complete my syllabus to start answer writing, because there is nothing like completion of syllabus. Every subject in GS is like an ocean. Okay, nobody has seen the end of the ocean. So the deeper you go, you will have more and more coming in. You have to stick to your syllabus. You have to prepare for mains accordingly. And reviewing your preparation periodically is very, very, very important. Remember, handling failure is difficult, but a person who handles failure will be able to come up, will be able to succeed. At this point of time, your emotion, your state of mind should focus on resilience. I believe resilience is a very important quality because it helps you to succeed in life. It helps you to bounce back. No matter what happens, no matter how many times I fail, I know I am going to make it, and I'm going to find a way to make it. Finding a way to make it is very, very important. Bounce back like a ball which is hit to the ground, and it comes back with double the energy up. So if you have failed in your prelims, you are hitting the ground. Now this is the time to bounce back, to come back with double the energy, with greater focus, greater rigor. Clearing a competitive exam is all about choices and attitude. I've always believed in this. It is about choice in terms of what you read, when you read, how you read, what you leave, what you should not be reading, what you should not be focusing. And it is about having the right attitude, the right reaction to whatever is happening to you, the right reaction to your failure in prelims. Please keep this in mind. This is very, very important. So begin with understanding why you started this journey, then understand where you've gone wrong, and finally start your preparation. All the very best to you for your future attempts. Thank you.